So here we find ourselves on lesson 104. We're really getting into some mathematics here, guys, a little bit of science. It's not going to be the most exciting chapter for you guys to go through. Again, it's all very important, and I do expect that and hope that you're going to find this one fairly easy, fairly fundamental. You've already got a lot of these skills and the math skills and everything else. As you can see here, we're only in the blue book here. 104 is all we have, nothing EWR this time around. Here they get into sort of some electrons theory, the free electrons. I'm not going to drag you down through that. We do definitely want to mention they're going to start introducing some electrical terms in fairly great detail. So the first being current. Again, I'm going to have you make sure you read through that, but I do want you to note, current is otherwise known as amps or amperes. So we're going to abbreviate that with the letter A. But they also have the letter I down here, and I hope you guys are familiar with that already. If you're not, I'm going to insist that you are. That letter I actually stands for intensity, you can see here. But you're going to see current abbreviated as A for amps, as I for intensity. Those need to be interchangeable in your mind as you see these various formulas. The A or the I, they need to mean the same thing to you guys automatically right away. Same thing, then they're going to go on and get into some more deeper into the weeds here a little bit, but as we go through, they're going to get into voltage, your second term, obviously. As I mentioned before, and you guys probably know, that's kind of electrical pressure is the way I think of that. And they come down here again, very important. We need to know the difference or the similarities rather. We're going to abbreviate voltage with the letter V, of course, or over here the letter E. Again, they need to be interchangeable. If you see a formula, it says E, it says V, right away you need to think volts. Of course, that E is going to stand for electromotive force, as they go on to tell you here, or EMF. Again, the biggest thing for me, though, is you guys have got to know the E, the V, we're talking about volts. The A or the I, we're talking about amps when we get into the Ohm's law down the road here shortly. And then they're going to tell you about conductors, insulators. You guys probably know all about that. Some voltage sources. Something else I want to mention about voltage is they do mention in here at one point that voltage is the difference of potential, electrical potential between 2 points. I really want you to hang on to that definition or that sentence there. I'm going to refer back to it. I think as we take various measurements and talk about various voltage measurements, that sort of mentality, voltage is the difference of potential between 2 points. That's very important to me. So again, make sure you really have a good idea there as well. You're going to see we have some metric prefixes coming in here. There's more on that in the next chapter, and we'll hit that a little harder. And again, now we're really getting into the mathematics here, and I'm not going to drag you guys through that. I do suspect you'll be pretty up to speed as far as all that goes. And I might recommend you maybe take lesson 104 and 105 together somewhat. They are very math-based. And again, stick with me. We have 104, 105, and 106 here. Still very math-based. When you get to 106, we get into Ohm's law. It gets a little more interesting. But beyond that, we can really get into the meat of the content here. So stick with us through the math, 104, 105, 106, and should start to shape up here.